Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to THV 11 on the THV 11 Plus app. We're glad to have you with us from 7 to 9. We are rocking and rolling with Tracy and Ashley. Weather, traffic, and news, we've got it all. What we don't have is Hayden, but he'll be back tomorrow. We're told.
Take a little day off.
Right. He deserves it. And it is a holiday, a national holiday, and we'll talk about MLK Jr. Day coming up in the news. But first, we get to some traffic.
Yeah, a lot of schools are out today. A lot of people are taking the day off. They're going to serve in their community. They're going to go to some of these events that are happening. So maybe getting a later start on the day. Right now, it looks great across. Well, I say that. I'm seeing some flashing lights up ahead. That does happen. Yeah. This is what's going on right now. We don't have any issues in central Arkansas on our roadways, but we are seeing something happening on 630 up ahead. Looking at our live traffic map, it's not reported on here yet, but it looks like that we've got all green everywhere. We'll check it again coming up.
And for your weather today, again, if you are headed out later, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a little chilly, though. Starting out with a gorgeous sunrise here this morning, here officially in about 15 minutes or so. It's going to be a nice start to this Monday. Again, a little cold, but certainly very nice. Looking at temperatures right now, 26. We still got that southwesterly wind around 6, but it's going to shift a bit more northerly later. And some gusts around 15 will make things feel a little bit cooler. Now, we've got lots to talk about for this week, this unsettled pattern, as we are looking at a dry start for today and tomorrow. It's going to be a bit cold both days as well. Rain is expected as we're heading into midweek, and a bit of a chance for some wintry mix as we're heading into the weekend. Still a bit far out. We are still watching that. Again, nothing is certain at this point, but we'll have to again keep an eye on it. But that boundary continuing to make its way through. Clouds will increase and dry out there right now with those dew points. That means that those burn bans are still in effect, and again, we'll probably see a few more added around the state. But again, bundle up. 20s mainly, a few teens here and there. We'll talk more about this cold forecast coming up.
We begin this morning in Minneapolis, where tensions remain high and protests continue on both sides of ICE enforcement more than a week after the deadly shooting of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE agent. This weekend, a group of pro-ICE demonstrators clashing with those opposing immigration enforcement. And on CBS 60 Minutes, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara warned tensions could escalate, raising concerns over potential racial profiling toward those who, quote, appear to be foreign. Meantime, federal officials are defending agents' actions, while Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is urging the city to better manage protests, something Mayor Jacob Frey says is unreasonable.
He would set up a peaceful protest zone so that these individuals can exercise their First Amendment rights and do so peacefully. We would love that.
First Amendment speech is not limited to one park or one section of the city.
A new CBS News poll shows more Americans now think ICE is being too tough in encounters compared to November. Here at home, a social media post showing a Bentonville school bus outside a Department of Homeland Security office in Fayetteville is raising concerns about a student field trip. Bentonville Public Schools confirmed students were scheduled to visit a Homeland Security investigations office to learn forensic science. The district says students were briefly taken to the wrong building that also houses ICE offices, but were immediately redirected. The advocacy group For Our People criticizing the trip online, while the superintendent says students never saw ICE operations and the district's focus remains on student safety and academic growth. Some weeks back, we reported on Arkansas Act 628. It's a new law requiring insurance companies statewide to cover weight loss surgery for qualifying patients. Now, THV 11's Carter Thweet takes a closer look and finds the rollout is getting mixed reviews on how well it's actually working.
I can cross my legs. I have less asthma, less joint pain. I can carry my granddaughters up the stairs.
For Christine Wan of El Dorado, bariatric surgery was a life changer. She got it at the Arkansas Heart Hospital in Bryant with Dr. Samuel Bledsoe.
We turn their lives around by giving them their health back, giving them a healthy weight back, and getting them off some of those medications and having them be more involved in their life.
Bledsoe says these surgeries are important for quality of life, life expectancy, and more. It's why he talked to lawmakers to help pass Act 628, requiring insurance plans to cover the surgery if you have a BMI of 40 or more.
We're already seeing an influx of people who are asking for checking of benefits. Here, what does this look like for me? Am I covered completely by it?
But for some, they may not like the answers. Kyla Brakebill of North Little Rock meets the law's qualifications, but got some bad news from roller weight loss in Fayetteville.
She said, you know, this involves you also, and unfortunately they're adding a $25,000 deductible. They say that it's non-essential.
Roller, along with Saline Memorial Hospital and a bariatric surgeon at Baptist Health, all confirm they've seen similar situations lately. They say it's happening to people who use the AR Home program, which uses Medicaid dollars to get either Blue Cross Blue Shield or Ambetter insurance for you. Both Brakebill and Robert Davidson of Ward use Blue Cross Blue Shield.
They make you think they're going to help you, you know, to be able to get this, and in the end, that's not the story.
Arkansas Blue Cross couldn't provide an on-camera interview, but told me over the phone their hands were tied because the federal government considers this surgery non-essential and won't pay for it, and the state couldn't take on this heavy cost. So to comply with this new law, they had to use the deductible system that patients like Brakebill and Ward say prices them out.
I cannot afford that at all.
I'm just heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken.
For THV 11 News, I'm Carter Thweet.
And both patients showed us documents listing the surgery at about $19,000 out of pocket, which actually makes it cheaper to self-pay than go through insurance and meet that deductible. Blue Cross Blue Shield sent us a statement explaining its position, and you can read it anytime in full on THV11.com. The U.S. Department of Education is putting the brakes on plans to garnish wages and seize tax refunds from student loan borrowers in default, at least for now. The agency says the delay will give it time to roll out major repayment changes tied to the big, beautiful bill signed by President Trump last year. Education Secretary Linda McMahon says garnishment is on pause, though there's no timeline for when collections might resume. The hold also applies to tax refund seizures under the Treasury Offset Program as advocates push for more repayment options for struggling borrowers. A powerful winter storm system is sweeping across the country, dumping snow and driving temperatures dangerously low. The storm is even snarling travel and pushing rare snowfall into tropical settings like Florida. Bradley Blackburn has the latest on where it's headed next.
A blanket of snow dropped on millions over the weekend, turning places like Bergen County, New Jersey into picture postcards of winter.
What do you love about the snow?
To play in a snowman.
From New York City to Philadelphia to Alabama, the snow was everywhere, even in sunny Florida, where the panhandle saw flakes fall on palms and frost the white sands at the beach. But along with picturesque scenes, there was plenty of mess. 2 days of snowfall forced many to dig out and navigate dangerous roads.
Got to drive slow. Other vehicles usually is your biggest hazard.
In Brockton, Massachusetts, a mail truck overturned on a slick road, injuring at least one postal worker. Blizzard-like conditions in Fargo, North Dakota forced officials to close sections of the interstate because of blowing snow and zero visibility. And Long Island, New York drivers faced heavy freezing rain. But the slippery conditions were what plenty of sledders wanted. These kids making the most of a cold day in Pennsylvania.
It was really fast. There's like big hills. It's really fun to go down, and it's really hard to climb up.
And temperatures aren't expected to climb up across the central and eastern U.S. until later this week, so the snow should stick around. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And now let's get a look at the traffic this morning as the sun rises and folks start heading into work this morning. Ashley?
A much different look here. It is cold, but
yeah, true. Yes, not snowy.
No snow here. Yeah, thank goodness. It would be a different story on our roads this morning if that were the case. But Tracy has a little
taste of winter weather to tell you about. You'll have to stick around and see what she has to say. That's coming up here in just a few seconds, because it's not going to take me long to tell you what's going on our roads on this MLK Jr. Day. Not a lot of volume. As you can see behind me, we're looking at Interstate 630 traveling eastbound, westbound traffic coming towards us. This is a look at downtown Little Rock, and beautiful sunrise this morning. This is what it looks like, completely clear on our roads right now. Just very light traffic. Looks like just a little touch of yellow right there on Interstate 30 around the Otter Creek area, but it's not going to be a busy morning. I can already tell at 7:10, Tracy, and we're not seeing a lot of people on the roads just yet. So that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. And if folks are heading out to serve in their communities today, just wear a coat. That's the biggest thing I can say, because we are going to see a bit of a breeze around gusting 15 miles an hour, but we're getting more of a northerly flow again with this boundary pushing through, and that's going to keep things a little chilly today. Currently temperatures around 26 in central Arkansas. We're seeing lots of 20s and even some teens, 19 in Clinton and Arkadelphia as well. Keeping those wind chills down as well. Feels a bit more like 20 right now. Today, hour by hour, again, more of a northerly breeze. So looking for those clouds to continue to increase, and those highs will be in the upper 30s and lower 40s. But the biggest thing everyone wants to talk about again is, as we're heading into the weekend, we've got some rain chances midweek, and then what's going to happen Saturday? Yeah, it's going to be one of those days we're going to have to watch again. This weekend, we could see a bit of wintry mix. Still very, very uncertain. Still very much far out. It's 5 days. So again, the system is still evolving and coming together, but we're going to keep an eye on it for you. But go ahead and plan ahead again, making sure those pets, pipes, and people are all taken care of this weekend, just in case we do see this very cold weather.